Alright, so outside with a steaming hot cup of coffee. It's about 6:30 in the morning. We got a little bit of fogginess going as the sun's starting to come up over there. But I figured it's time for a update on the potted plants. So here's one of the tomatoes, and they're finally deciding to bud out. So we might get some tomatoes off of them by the end of August. It's a good 4 foot tall. Here's one of its buddies. Also, if we look in here real close, we can see little flower buds on it. We got some new stuff. This has got a mix in it. This here, that's a popcorn, and these here, those are lentil beans, and somewhere in here are some pumpkins that may or may not, they were very old pumpkin seeds, so they may or may not actually sprout out. But yeah, those will be something nice. The baby moringa is now about close to 5 feet tall. The Swiss chards are, well, they didn't really do much, but they're hanging on. The beets are starting to leaf out real nice. The carrots, I discovered, aren't just carrots in here. There's a carrot, but that's some dill weed that I forgot I planted in there. The big moringa that are wrapped back around and onto itself has put, I wrapped it around to itself about here, so it's put on a good 18 inches of growth. We got another tomato. For some reason, the ones over by the trailer wall seem to be doing better, so I might move the two I got over here, because this is another Cherokee purple, and then this over here, this little one, which is starting to put little blooms on it as well. It's my atomic grapes. Right here, these are some clippings that I did to try to root out, so we can have more kiwi berry vines. And if you'll notice, though, the temperature has gone wonky and the weather's gone wonky, that the kiwi has lost some of its leaves. But if we look out further, well, there's several trees and stuff starting to lose their leaves early. Even some of the big oak trees, if you look careful, their leaves are starting to brown pretty early this year. So we may be in for a long cold winter this year. At the rate the trees are turning color, we just might get something. But continuing on up here, that's my darn near 7.5 foot tall avocado. Underneath it, we got, again, these skinnier leafed ones are The ginger, these wide leaf ones, are turmeric, and a couple of these turmeric are a good 2 foot tall. And just the smell of even the leaves, especially the ginger here, just smells all awesome. But you know, if we look closely, you can see that the ginger is, you know, keeps putting off new shoots, and even some of the turmeric has put off some new shoots. So it's turning into a nice healthy crop. In this big one here, I put some lemon seeds. In these other ones, which might be starting to sprout a little bit, put mangoes. So we'll see how those do. We got the 2 little pawpaw trees over here that I still need to find a place to plant. But we'll figure out how to overwinter them if we don't get them planted. The basil, some of the basil is 18 inches tall. It's pretty. It needs water, so I'm going to water it here in a minute, because, well, it's obviously gotten a little dry, so we'll get it watered and they'll perk right back up, no problem. Then over here, as you can see, it's got some vines on it. I think the longest vine is about 8 foot long. This is the sweet potato, you know, and it's washed up a little bit, but look, if I can get the leaf out of the way, it's washed a little bit, but we got a little sweet potato right there. So, you know, we are going to have some sweet potatoes out of the bucket. I don't know how many or how big, but we will have some. If nothing else, they'll be used as starter for next year. Anyway, that's about it, y'all. I'll talk at you later.